presented by EA Sports. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
On first down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now an option play on second down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go?
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's second and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's Swift. Shoves him away. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. DeAndre Swift His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Sidney Brown in on the tackle. You look at this Eagle defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early. Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
10 through 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Check it.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Get it. Warrior 70.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 21 yards there. Big play on 4th down.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
3. Hey, check that. Hurt.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Eagles.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Score, Eagles 7, Texans 3.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down.
Russ, we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They run out of the gun with Swift. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A strong running. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down inside the 40. The Texans had 2-1 now to start the campaign. They took the tough loss in the opener, CD, but since then, they've rebounded to win 2 straight.
And that's exactly what you want to see from your team early on, how they can bounce back from adversity. The Week 1 loss, that absolutely stung. But how about how hard they've worked in the couple of weeks since? And now they're moving back in the right direction.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hurt, Panther Street, Panther Street. 70 Timberwolves, 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Come on, come on. Set. Hey, smash from set. Tempo, set. Let's go. Alert, alert.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Seven Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now third down and very long. Stroud looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And a little floater there is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Hurts.
Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
79 Broncos. Viking 18.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Bronco 80. 70 Lions. Ready.
Stroud out of the gun here. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
On the ready. Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Dragon 60. Big Lion. Check. Bounce check. Check smash. Check. Go check. Go check. Street. Street. Ready, ready.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So timing up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
And they'll fake it down the jet sweep, but instead, here's Swift.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seams parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Elliott on for the extra point.
And Hurts going to move him around.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Texans 13. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let go.
Stroud to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
128 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right there, hurt. Go.
Here's Stroud.
Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
The Texans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
Quez Watkins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Check, hurt. Panther streak.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Stroud.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith.
Devontae Smith.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Texans 20. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Liking 18.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Stroud. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Now Stroud.
Check down to Breida.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
79 Broncos. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.